Hey guys, how's it going? It's Eddie at ELG's Restorations. Here we have the Devil's Details Diecast Batmobile Challenge. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I want to take a shout out to the Devil's Detail Diecast group for allowing me, giving me the opportunity to build this car, along with Outlaw Speed Shop and all those other great builders out there. The awesome work that they've submitted. So I'm gonna use three different cars. I've got the combi here. I drilled the top of the rear of that body. I had to open up the front wheel wells, as you can see here. The tires didn't fit well, so I opened those wheel wells up. The rear fit perfect. I had to do some adjustment on the wings there in the rear at the bottom right corner. I had to cut some of that off, and you'll see that on the final product just so that they wouldn't rub. Here I am, pen's a little bit fat to fit through the holes that I drilled on those wings, and so I'm going to use the paintbrush and some paint to get that. Please hit that like button if you can appreciate this car. Um, and subscribe as well. And I appreciate all of you subscribers and anybody watching this video. Thanks a lot for that. So back to this project. Yeah, and so here I am. Like I said, I stripped it. Body was great. It had been played with, um, and so the wings I had a little bit of trouble painting. I did primer the first time, and then I put the black on it, and for some reason it bubbled. So I pushed it in the stripper again. I had to redo it about 3 or 4 times. I finally got it to work where I did the primer black and then clear coat. And then I pinstriped it with yellow. I tapped the back of this body with a 256, two screws, shortened them up, and then underneath that green bar that goes across, under those holes, I did the brass tubing from K&S. I put a couple of pieces on there as just a support that was between the wings and the body itself. Right in there, you can see it's hovering over it, and then so I put those pieces of brass in between. Here again, I'm tapping those two small holes there. Um, Another one that's coming up, one of my builds that I was talking about earlier was that GTO. I had to pull up all the boxes. Finally, at the last box that I found a GTO. That project, this video is going to come up soon. I apologize to everybody for being so late with this COVID-19 thing going around. It's been difficult, and so nonetheless, that one's done. I'm stoked at the way that one came out. Then we have that red line challenge, and if you can see in the background there at the top, you can see that green VW that Beetle. I've already stripped it. Body is perfect. Didn't have wheels on it. I ordered it from my buddies at Bright Vision. Those wheels look awesome. I also got those posts for that. So I'm gonna have to glue it back together because I blew out that front that engine post on it. So I'm stoked about those two. So stick around for those two videos that are coming up: the GTO and that red line. I think I'm gonna go with the pink. I just love pink for some reason. So here I am, pinstriping the bat wings. Not the best work because I don't have thin brushes. And I can't go out right now. I'm limited to my supplies. Like I said before, I've got my airbrush, everything ready. I just don't have the paints, and the funds are a little bit low to stock up on that. However, I'm gonna go with Rivera's. I think Rivera was the one that suggested that paint where you get clear and add some of that big color into it and create a spectral flame. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna try and see if I can make some pink paint off of that, and blow some of that through my airbrush. Nonetheless, I'm really stoked about what's coming up in the future. I sure like the jobs that everybody does around here. Paulie, Keith, everybody, man. Just shout out to everybody. Rivera, everybody. It's awesome to watch these guys build. So I did my own logos here. And I don't, I like I said, I can't afford right now to buy professionally made logos at this point. But I have my own paper, and I try my hardest to print my own. And so, it is what it is. And so here I am. I'm going to place those on there. Um, and you can see my desk is a little bit, it's a little bit unorganized, just because I've been moving so much stuff around my house. I have a brand new home, and so I'm trying to work my way around everything. I'm trying to make a workspace where, again, like I said before, this was my son's Lego room, and it's full of Legos in this small office that I have. And so, yeah, please subscribe to my channel and like this car if I enjoy any comments that you might leave on there, any feedback. I was really appreciated. If there's a car that you think that I should build next, send me a note there, and let me know if there's a car that you'd like to see. After you see my GTO, I think you're going to appreciate the kind of stuff that I'm going to come up with in the future. Um, I'm going to also build a couple of police vehicles for I live in Brownsville, so that's across the border. A couple of Mexican police vehicles for a buddy of mine as well. And those videos will come up here in the next couple of weeks or so. Here, I'm about to finish this decal on there. I'm going to clear coat it 4 times. It's not the best clear coat that money can buy. It is a rattle can, and so if you guys have used rattle cans before, you know what the rattle can does. It's not the best paint there is. However, I got to do with what I have. And so I did the pinstriping on this vehicle as well, and so I think it came out pretty good in the end. And so, again, please give me feedback on this. I appreciate it. I read feedback that you guys leave for other builders out there, and I can appreciate what the feedback that you give them. Um, and again, I'm stoked about being part of this build and this challenge. I try to use the old theme Batman music on my videos, but YouTube would kick it back, and so yeah. And so thanks a lot for watching. Again, shout out to Devil's Details Diecast, and here's a reveal.